You know what's a really fun network to get on? Open networks. You know why? Doesn't ask you anything. It's no big deal. We can have those even with our wireless LAN controllers or our converged wireless LAN controllers by setting up what are known as open authentication based networks, right? We connect to the access point, we CAPWAP tunnel to our Catalyst 3850, for example. And then when we get to the point of authentication, we probe for it and it says, yeah, we're going to use open authentication. I don't care who you are as a person, just come on in. There's nothing about you as an individual that we're going to test. Now, there might be device profiles or other things going on, but as far as your user authentication, hey, the door is wide open. So how do we configure one of these types of networks? Well, it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, we're going to establish a connection. We can go to configuration. We can build a new wireless LAN. We give it an ID, an SSID, and a profile name. And we can apply that and boom, right? You got a network. Easy. When we're using open as the profile, there's no further configuration to be done. Now, we'll actually go into the settings for that and we're going to find out it's disabled. Remember, the express setup actually allows you to configure a network by default. And again, if you use open, it's a disabled configuration. So you got to go out of your way to actually turn it on. And you'll see that at that point, it's pretty straightforward. There's the default behavior of this network is easy enough to do. Again, you could disable it, broadcasting your SSID if you needed to do that or change your radio policy. But in essence, you've got an open network. There will be no user authentication. As far as we're concerned, that part's done. Can we do that from the CLI? Of course you can. With our converged devices, remember we're using the Cisco iOS XE based platform to manage that. So the command is specifically the wireless LAN command, and then you issue the profile name. Now, if I just typed in WLAN OpenNet and hit it at that point, it would increment to whatever the next profile ID number would be, and the SSID would simply automatically match the profile name. So in other words, I could have just typed in this, and if I'd already built out wireless LAN profiles 1, 2, 3, and 4, what you see here would have been automatically assumed. Then in this, in the context of the wireless LAN, we're going to configure client VLAN and associate it with a particular VLAN number. So whatever the label is, you can use that, or you can use the VLAN ID number as well. So we could just put in 12 if that was client VLAN 1. And then as what really makes this, of course, an open network is no security WPA, no security WPA AKM .1x, no security WPA or WPA2, no security WPA, WPA2 ciphers AES. You simply turn that all off, right? It's all disabled. And your favorite and mine, of course, the no shutdown command. Just like you do for an interface, that, of course, is what we use to ensure that the wireless LAN profile is enabled to be supported by my access points that are associated with it. So that is the initial configuration for an open network.